right, let's kind of go ahead and get into the story. First and foremost, let's kind of hit it off. I'm going to share some of the interview on what happened on the post game interview with the coach from Minnesota Timberwolves after their Game 5 loss.
Chris, Jokic tonight.
What's that?
Jokic tonight. Just
Yeah.
how tough was he to defend, no matter what you were throwing at him, and what kind of a game did he have?
I mean, you saw it. He had an MVP, best player in the world performance. I mean, it's we tried to do a bit of everything on him, and he had it all going. So we didn't really have an answer for him. And
Now, let me stop right there. When you say you tried to do a little bit of everything, what I saw in that game is that it was a lack of effort and it was a lack of having a good defensive scheme or strategy. It was lackadaisical positions that I saw Minnesota Timberwolves were not making at all. There were no type of strategic defensive schemes that was coming their way. There was no way. There was no way. It was definitely a lack of effort that I saw in the Minnesota Timberwolves. So when you say that you tried, I don't even think your team tried. They gave up. I saw a team that just completely gave up.
honestly, we haven't had a great one from the last couple games. So
What has he maybe figured out about how you guys are trying to defend him, or is he just that good at reacting in the moment to what you might be throwing at him that he's able to read what's coming?
I mean, a lot of the stuff he's doing is just kind of one-on-one defense, or just backing us down, using his body, hitting us first, playing off of that. He's passing, cutting. When he catches us standing, great, solid, fundamental basketball. It's like he's figured out, of course, like they give him the ball early. They run around a million people off of him, and he hangs on to it or he gives it off. But if he hangs on to it, then he just backs you down and then forces you to, kind of commit to him one way or another. So.
And tonight they were obviously throwing a lot of attention
Yeah.
at him. What made it hard for maybe him to get in a rhythm and the offense as a whole, especially maybe in
Yeah,
the
I
first?
thought the offense started great, and then the 3 charges in a row were kind of reckless. Took us out of a great rhythm, put us in foul trouble or led us into foul trouble. I thought the easy kickouts were there on a lot of those plays. We needed to keep making the simple play. I think we got.
Listen to how what he's saying. He said we need to make the easy play. When I was watching that game that night, I saw Karl Anthony Towns making stupid fouls. When you're out there near the 3-point line guarding Nikola Jokic or anybody else, there is no reason for you to stay out there and be so aggressive and foul. You need to be hanging off. If Nikola Jokic shoot threes and he's hitting his threes, then my goodness, let him hit threes. But what I was seeing is that why are you so up close to Nikola Jokic? He seems and he looks like he's faster than Karl Anthony Towns, faster than Rudy Gobert. And why are you playing so up close? Fall back. Fall back. You're acting stupid out there. You're looking dense out there. You have to understand his moves, his sweet spots. What is his tendencies? That's a lack of preparation from Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Period.
Our offense kind of let us down again. Just simple, they put 2 on the ball with Ant. We knew that was going to happen. They've been doing it all series, and now, missing Mike and another handler out there next to him, we expected it to even be more exaggerated. I mean, they came in with late doubles. I thought for the most part, Ant did a good job of staying patient and moving the ball. Maybe we were a little late then moving it out of that, which would have gotten us a couple good looks. And when we did get good looks, we had some naked ones too. Like they didn't go in. Jaden, Nikhil in particular, we needed those guys to connect.
I want to play. I want to go to Rudy Gobert. Definitely don't want to listen to Mike Malone. Definitely don't want to listen to Jamal Murray. Just watch this interview here.
I'll be inside slot.
Rudy,
Game tonight at
it
8:32.
really seemed like Nikola had it going, especially in that third quarter. Just what were you seeing out there, and what made it so difficult to stop him?
I mean, he was in the zone. I mean, it's a couple of shots that I think I actually blocked, and the ball went in, and it was just incredible in that quarter. You know, put the team on his back, and it was.
Listen to how he sound. Incredible in that quarter. He put his team on his back. This is what I want you to do, Rudy. Put the team on your back from a defensive perspective. Put the doggone team on your back. Play bully ball just like Nikola Jokic is playing bully ball with you. Man, I ought to snatch that Defensive Player of the Year award from you. You robbed that Defensive Player of the Year. You need someone that's nasty, someone that's a dog, someone who's going to go at it 110%. This joker, Rudy Gobert, get on my freaking nerves. I was sitting here watching this dude play, and I'm sitting here like, this dude has no type of intensity. This dude is getting punked on the basketball court. This dude is literally getting punked on the basketball court. You know what happens, man? If you know, I've seen a movie, forgot the name of it, but when you in prison and someone takes your manhood from you, they can use you as their toilet pole person, and they take your cornbread. Remember Life when it said someone took your cornbread? Now I'm gonna tell you right now, Nikola Jokic has been taking Rudy Gobert cornbread time and time again. Taking his cornbread. Joker talking about, man, get out of here, man. I'm gonna bop him upside his head.
Yeah, he was making everything, you know, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Making
So
everything.
definitely,
What are you doing?
I mean, one of those stretches that we're going to watch the film, see what the things I think there's things we should have done better, but there's also plays that he made that I think, you know, are tough to counter.
What?
Can we lower the light?
Is that demoralizing when that's happening, or how, like, when there's
Hey,
just you
Lord
throwing
of
everything you
light.
have at him and you can't get a stop? I mean, how do you keep your head in it?
I mean, we gotta keep our head. You know, I think that's the story for us. Is just we know he's a one-of-a-kind player. We know he's gonna make some incredible plays, but we gotta keep battling. We gotta keep making it tough on him, fighting him, and
we gotta keep battling. Man, that dude about to start having me saying something on this platform. We gotta keep battling. Joker, you keep battling. You create stops. Like Draymond Green had said, he's speaking his native language. Oui. That French. Oui. No, you the Defensive Player of the Year. You won the Defensive Player of the Year. You get stops. You 7 feet tall, man. At this point, it's about pride. At this point, it's about pride. And if you don't have no doggone pride in yourself, you're going to get your butt kicked and handed to you tonight, and you're going to be going home tonight. I'm telling you right now, if I'm the Minnesota head coach, the moment I start seeing this guy acting like a little sissy on the basketball court and he's getting treated any kind of way, like somebody done took his cornbread, sit his behind on the end of the bench. Because he's straight trash. Garbage.
when he scores, if he scores, and he will score, you know, at some point, we gotta keep playing, and then take it right back at them. And I think we did a good job doing that in the first half. Second half, we got a little too demoralized a little bit, and we can't have that. I think we have to be mentally tougher, individually and collectively, to be able to keep playing our game and not let anything that happened in the game affect the way we play and the way we affect our confidence too and the way we compete.
So often you and Mike pick and rolls is a pretty good counter when the other team is putting a lot of defensive attention on Ant. When Mike's not out there, what are things you think you guys can go to
Listen, look at
loosen
him.
things
Look at
up?
him. Look at him.
I think just keep the ball moving, keep the ball flowing. Just try to run our actions.
Keep the ball
and
moving.
that alleviates some of the pressure on Ant, and that allows, that makes the defense move a little bit. And
Man, at this point, man, don't even put Ant
Other
in
guys
your
are able
mouth.
to-
Don't even put Ant in your mouth. Because when I'm watching you playing, man, you don't have a clue on defense. There was a play on the out of bounds play right off of a timeout where the switch supposed to happen, where Anthony Edwards switch over and supposed to take the man to the top of the key. Why you, Rudy Gobert, is going to the top of the key? You are the big man. You supposed to be the 7-footer. Why are you heading to the top of the key when you should get your little flimsy little butt to stay down in the paint? It's those lapses of mental lapses where I'm sitting here looking at you the entire game, man. Effort. Let me say this again. Effort. Pride. You the freaking defensive player of the year.
Make the right play. Nikhil, Jaden. I mean, all these guys are able to make the right play. We just gotta find ways to get into the flow of our offense and not get too stagnant.
I suppose this could work for both Rudy and Nikhil. You guys
Give me a
were
second.
first in the West for
Give me a
big
second.
chunks in the season. 6-0 to start the playoffs, 2-0 against this team. First time all year you've lost 3 in a row. Just what's the belief level headed back to Minnesota for Game 6?
I think the one thing about our team is our confidence in each other, and we know that we're going home, and we're gonna make the adjustments. Like Rudy said, there's great parts throughout the game where we're getting
Look at
good
him
looks.
feeling on this little ring.
We make 2, 3, 4 shots. Obviously, that's good to say, but they're open shots. Like we make some of those, and then you're looking at a whole new game. A lot of the mistakes when we got into the locker room, we looked at it and we're like, this is things we can control. Wasn't really the game plan. We were executing, getting in the right positions. We just got to capitalize. And I think when you lose like that, you can take something away, and when it's something you can control, you just focus on making it better. I think if we felt like we had lost in something different, then we had to plan, figure it out. But we have the answers. We just got to continue to make the right plays that we've been doing that's got us to 6-0 start. Continue to trust each other because we're a great team with great players, and just be ready.
Nikhil, Rudy kind of referenced this just now, but in terms of mental toughness and kind of composure
Mental
and
toughness,
things like
man, on the defensive side of the ball.
How do you guys fight the urge to maybe let a game get out of control or kind of lose your emotions, maybe as you maybe have in some of these previous games here and tonight?
The thing is just competition, and in the midst of competition, you got to keep the main thing, and that's winning. They're gonna go on runs. They're a great team. Sometimes we might make mistakes, but as a team and as a unit, we just gotta let go of those things. A lot of things with mental toughness is not holding on to the past, good and bad. Handling success, handling defeat. Right now, we just gotta go back to the drawing board, come together, and be ready for Game 6. Like, there's not much hanging your heads. There's not much time to like really dwell. Even in the game, like it's a fast-paced game, and the way that they were playing this evening was even faster. And so we just got to be better at getting to the next thing, trusting our work, and we'll be fine.
Rudy, you mentioned after Game 4 that there's maybe some more opportunity to go to you inside on the roll. That happened in this game. How much
can going you guys playing on the inside be part of the answer for you offensively going forward as a team?
I truly believe that part of who we are is our size, and it's the fact that we have bigs that can punish those mismatches.
See, that's the frustrating part, man. Is that they got size. There's only one Nikola Jokic. You have Rudy Gobert, you have Karl Anthony Towns, you have Naz Reid. There is no reason. Of course, they have Aaron Gordon, who is playing good in this series. But there is no way with the lineup that they have in place that you cannot have a better performance than that. There is no way. Y'all played better without Rudy Gobert the first 2 games of the series. Lockdown defense. Won the first 2 games on Denver's home court. Then you got the audacity to stink it up and lose 3 straight. That's a lack of mental focus. That's a lack of mental fortitude. That's a fear in you. That's giving up. There is no way you can allow a team like this to come back and they on the verge of beating y'all 4 straight. That's garbage. That's pure D garbage. My boy said Nuggets in 6. It's pure D garbage, man. Let me tell you something. Kendrick Perkins has said, and he spoke with confidence, is that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the series. He said it from the beginning. He said it before they played, that this is going to be a 7-game series. That's what Kendrick Perkins saying. I'm saying after watching these games, there is no way that the Minnesota Timberwolves should be in the position that they're in right now. If they mess around and lose this series and lose tonight, they don't have nothing but themselves to blame. This is from everybody should be held accountable for tonight to win. I'm talking about from the coaches. I'm talking about from the players. This is about pride. You must win and have it go back to Denver in a game 7. There is no excuses at this point. Put it all on the line. Even if you have to throw some elbows and get physical, Rudy Gobert, I want you to man up, doggone it. Man up. I don't want to hear no wee-wee, your native language, wee-wee. I want you to man up. Be a defensive player of the year, man. And Karl Anthony Towns with that damn little smirk on his face. I want to slap that smirk off and say, man, play defense, man. Yeah, Pedro, he's supposed to be the defensive player of the year. He's supposed to be the defensive player of the year and playing like hot garbage. Let me tell y'all something, man. Miss me with all the crap talking about how great Nikola Jokic is and all this type of stuff. I don't want to hear that. That's duh. But it's the way that he is beating up Rudy. It's the way that he's doing it. This man is doing the same thing every time down the court. I'm looking at the doggone coach. Are you going to change a defensive scheme? Are you going to change it up? All this man does is get the ball at the top of the key, and he just dribbling the ball and getting down to his sweet spots. All he just doing is playing bully ball, throwing elbows, throwing his shoulder, getting down in the paint. That's all this man is doing.
We did a lot of cat in the post, and I think it was really good offense for us all the times we did it. And yeah, finding our bigs in the
thing with that, Pedro, this the thing with that. Yes, I agree, is that Cat gotta play defense on Jokic too. But this is the thing. Cat get in foul trouble. This dude makes 2 stupid fouls, and then guess where that puts you at? You got to go down on the bench and sit most of the first half. I'm looking at Cat's position on when he's playing defense. It is no type of good defensive stance that he's in. You move with your feet. You play with your feet. You almost 7 feet, Cat. Use your wingspan, man. Stop using your hand. That's called lazy defense.
On the rolls, finding our bigs in the mismatches, I think a lot of time he ends up being a foul or he ends up being a wide open three or a basket. So the hardest thing is to do it. They're doing a great job with their length. Try to take away.
You darn right, Pedro. You doggone right, man. You got to, man, understand the game of basketball. I played point guard, man. You have to understand the game of basketball. This is the way you have to look at it, man. This way you look at it. At this point, you have to be able to play defense. This game is going to be won is how good the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to play defense tonight. Y'all cannot sit there and just rely on Anthony Edwards to just take over the whole game. The dude is young, but the dude going to get tired as well. Because guess what? Anthony Edwards is not only playing offense, but he's playing defense. Anthony Edwards plays defense. I don't know, Pedro. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I don't know if you can do that on TikTok. Can you? It's crazy, man. It's crazy to me. There's no way in the world this is going to have to be a collective team, and you're going to have to man up, Rudy. You're going to have to say to yourself that I'm going to play Nikola Jokic with intensity. I'm going to move my feet. I'm not going to be so heavy on hand checking. I'm going to move my feet and use my wingspan to make it a problem or an issue for Nikola Jokic. Yeah, man. Yep. I don't want to mess around and do that.
Those passes, try to make it hard on our guards to find us. So I think we're getting better and better, and as long as we keep, like Nikhil said, keep trying to make the right play, I think we'll be fine. We've done it. We just haven't done it consistently yet, but we've done it, for the most part of the game, and good things happen when we do that.
Rudy, over the last 3 games, they seem to have gotten off to faster starts than you guys. What needs to change in order for you guys to not play from behind the way you guys have been playing the last 3 games?
I thought tonight we played the right way at the beginning
Exactly.
of the game. We were in the game. Even in the second quarter, I felt like we should have got much more bigger of a lead. We didn't capitalize on some fast breaks and some plays that I think we will game 6. So a lot of it is just mental focus, I think, and it's on us to in those moments try to like Nikhil said, to keep our poise, and slow down a little bit, just make the easy right play that is there in front of us, and we've done it too. We just got to do it, try to do it consistently, and when we do that, we've had against Phoenix, we've done it against Denver, we've done it game 1 and 2, and when we do that, we good things happen for us, and I really feel like our offense affected our defense again tonight. I think some of those turnovers.
Your offense. Hey, all right, Pedro, man. Holla at you, man. Thank you for chiming in, too, man. Appreciate you. Man. Listen. Your offense affected your defense. Listen. Your defense affected your offense, man. Your defense affected your offense. Your lack of intensity on the defensive side of the ball. You have to make stops. Rudy, do you understand? Through that head, you have to make stops. You make stops, then you're giving you and yourself, your team, an opportunity to win the game. You ever heard of this old slogan? Offense wins game, but defense wins championships? You have to play better defense.
Gave them confidence, gave them life, and they got way too many fast break points.
Because of lack of defense. Man, I'll tell y'all, man, I just wanted to play the post game of this dude, Rudy, man, because at the end of the day, your team, you gonna have to make stops and play better defense. I want the Minnesota Timberwolves to beat the Denver Nuggets. I don't like the Denver Nuggets. I don't like the smart aleck mouth Mike Malone. I don't like Aaron Gordon. You right, I don't. I don't like Nikola Jokic. He's decent, but I don't like him. I believe he plays dirty. I believe he throws chicken wings. I believe he throws elbows and chicken wings. I believe he throws elbows and chicken wings. He do it the whole game. The referees ain't gonna call it. 'Tis the reason why you got to be physical with him. And it has to be starting off with you, Rudy. You the defensive player of the year. Use up all your fouls, 6 fouls. Use them all up strategically. Jesus, man. All right, man. That's all I got, man, for y'all, man, before the game, man. We'll see how it goes tonight, man, and check it out. And you'll get a live. I'll go live after the game, and probably may go live during halftime to see where it's at and see what's gonna go on at the end of the night, man. Y'all take care, man, and see y'all later. Peace.